Hello guys, welcome again. New live stream for Bitcoin. So let's talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, well, actually very interesting. The market finally is moving. So let me show you here. First of all, here, Bitcoin yesterday actually broke the around the level around 28,800, and well, classic bear trap here where we can see a very strong bounce here and actually killing short right now here, because usually when you see these kind of moves, like for example people they are shorting here, right, they are thinking okay Bitcoin will go to zero, right, and after that market makers they kill longs, right, all the people they were here, and after that they are killing now shorts. So this is a classic move when we are in sideways. Technically speaking, Bitcoin it closed with a hammer. I mean, this is a hammer reversal. So as long as Bitcoin is above $29,400, I will say Bitcoin will keep pumping. Why? Because we have here the buy signal here in the 1-day chart. But one warning thing, the only one warning here we have is the OBB. Usually when you see the test here, this test, something like this, is when you will see the top of the move, and after that continuation to the downside. But that doesn't mean like Bitcoin will crash. Of course not. Bitcoin actually very easy, just could just keep pumping here, pumping, but the volume will not follow. If you see that, well, this move is gonna be a bull trap. Actually, technically speaking, is this move in 1-day chart should be a bull trap in the next 10 days. So the idea is this one, right? So we have this move, we have buy signal here sideways or buy signal right here with this setup, right? This setup here, and technically speaking is like this, right? Let me show you 1 second. Well, it's like this, okay? It's like this. So I said it before. Now, when Bitcoin broke yesterday, $28,800, technically speaking, I was waiting for maybe 27,800, but it depends on the close. Remember, we were talking about 1-day chart. Bitcoin actually before, right, of the daily close, Bitcoin bounce actually very good. So that's why the technical analysis is still there. So what I'm trying to say, well, I'm trying to say right now, Bitcoin is just gonna be in sideways, right, sideways, and after that, continuation to the upside. Now, levels. If we use VWAP system, let me show you here, VWAP system, yes, this is the resistance, right? It's around $29,800. This is the level Bitcoin must break. I mean, today, if you see any close, maybe around 30K, you will see Bitcoin a leg up to $31,000. That is the level, actually the final level I will start looking for potential short positions in the long term. Something like this. The reason why I'm saying this is because overall in macro time frames, Bitcoin is not looking very healthy. It's not looking like, oh my God, amazing. No, it's not. So the thing here is that if we see this box tested here, there is a very good chance it's gonna be a bull trap. So the level by level, if you see any close below above 30K today, yes, technically speaking, Bitcoin will keep pumping, and you will see the one day chart playing right now. Now, also with this hammer, technically speaking, yes, we should see Bitcoin pumping today. So right now, let's talk about the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, technically speaking, you're looking for longs. Of course, this is a very terrible idea because here's resistance, right? Here's resistance, resistance. I am not saying go short, of course not, because we have 1-day chart with 1-day buy signals. So volume is very healthy, as you can see here. Bitcoin broke in 4-hour chart all this resistance in volume, as you can see here. So usually this is announcement like we will see a breakout. In my case, I opened a long position at $29,400. It's not the best position because I was sleeping, but it's enough at least to manage my risk. My position is around here, exactly here at this point. So now the only thing I did is just I moved my stop loss above my entry, and that's it. If it could just crash from here, I don't care because I didn't lose anything. So it was not the best position, yes, because I was sleeping. As I said, actually, when I saw Bitcoin here, I didn't see buy signal when I was about to sleep. So yesterday, so that's why I didn't open a long position here. But actually, I was hoping to see Bitcoin here, around here, and well, maybe opening long positions here, but never mind. The thing here is that right now Bitcoin is testing resistance. As I said before, any close above here, technically speaking, 30K, yes, you will see Bitcoin at 31K and maybe potentially a little bit more. Now, let's talk about the long-term technical analysis for Bitcoin in one day chart. We have two pivots, right? We have two pivots here. We have this pivot. Let me show you. We have this pivot and we have this pivot, right? So now if we use VWAP, yeah, from this pivot, as you can see here, the second this VWAP is around 27,800. If Bitcoin for any reason breaks down and tests this area, I think we will see a very strong move. Now, the second pivot here, as you can see here, Bitcoin is testing this VWAP as resistance as well. So if today you see Bitcoin closing above this VWAP on both, as you can see, they are at the same level, 30K, right? 29,600, 900. If you see Bitcoin closing above here, it's gonna be wonderful. Why? Because you will see Bitcoin doing something like this, right? Doing something like this. So on VWAP, the VWAP will be like this. So in some point, if we see that today, we will see Bitcoin around this area, and there maybe I will consider start looking for shorts again. But for now, Bitcoin is still to the upside, and that's it. The only thing I'm doing right now is just protecting my entry, and that's it. Is the only thing I'm doing right now. Okay, so let's continue with Bitcoin in 4-hour chart. In 4-hour chart, as I said before, we don't have entry. The entry was around 4 hours ago, and here when I was sleeping actually around 28,900, around there, and it's gonna test the seller line here. Technically speaking, is it still to the upside? Yes. Technically speaking, it could break. Yes, actually, yes. I'm thinking Bitcoin, there is a good chance to see Bitcoin breaking the level. And also we have bullish variance in 12-hour chart, as you can see in OBB. So from this point, let me show you here, from this point and this point, this point, this point and this point, and this point and this point. As you can see here, there is a bullish variance where usually you will see actually in 12-hour chart, I'm expecting another leg up. Yes, around 31K. That is the area I will start looking for maybe a potential pullback here, around this area. So traditional traders, they are looking for a short right now where they are doing this, right? You know what? This is my triangle, whatever it is, right? I don't care, right? Something like that. This is my triangle, something like this, right? And they are doing something, I don't know, who cares? Something like this, or maybe something like that. It depends, right? Or their imagination, right? The thing here is like, with traditional technical analysis, this is a short opportunity, technically speaking, right? So if you read your book, right, many in the stock market, right, they will say, you see, there's some resistance, open short position here, stop loss around here, and after that to zero, right? Technically speaking, should be like this. But many times I saw, well, the price doing something like this, right? Breaking here, breaking, killing shorts, right? And after that, bulls they are super bullish, looking for, to the moon, and after that, everything crash. So remember, this is a business. This is a business, and we are the product. We are the product retailers. We are the product and market makers. They love to do this kind of thing. So that's why you are looking for short right now here. Technically speaking, you could be right, but there is no sell signal right now. There is no sell signal right now. Actually, I'm looking for continuation to the upside. As I said before, any close above 30K today, you will see Bitcoin actually pumping another $1,000 move, to $31,000, and potentially continuation. Now, let's talk about the monthly. We have a monthly. The monthly is very interesting here because I want to show you something very interesting here. We have curve seller line testing here, for curve. And if we study what happened the last time when Bitcoin was testing, curve was testing seller line here in the past, we have some concerns. At least I have some concerns. First of all, here it's a line testing here from the bottom to the from the bottom. This is the bottom, right? Sorry, the buy signal here. The buy signal to the seller line testing is around 111. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my cats. Okay, so As you can see here, we have 111% from the buy signal in monthly and seller line testing here, right? And also the most important thing here, Bitcoin in this case in 2015 was above the resistance, where the resistance was around $300. And the second one was here, right? From the buy signal here to the top around 250%. So right now here, from the buy signal, right? Buy signal here, yes, to the seller line testing here, let me show you, is around 10-11%. Yeah, I'm talking about not all this move, right? Not all this move. I'm saying when we have the confirmation, right? In the past, Bitcoin was up around a 100%, 200%, but right now it is around 20%. This is telling me something very interesting. What Bitcoin is not like very strong like before. I am not saying Bitcoin is gonna crash, of course not. I think Bitcoin will keep pumping here, but I think this setup right now here, maybe I know, maybe you will say, oh my god, Bitcoin is bullish, right? For me, it is a top right now, based on my experience, right? Potentially, right? It could be the first fake out we will have in the monthly. It's too soon to say it. We have to wait maybe August, September, maybe. But this is very simple. If you see Bitcoin below $31,000, $32,000 this month, and also September, this is gonna be a sell signal soon, in a couple months. So if we see that, is going to be terrible for crypto, and you will see Bitcoin finally crashing more. So remember, we have to be open to see both sides of the market. Is bullish? Yes. It's bullish. I mean, this is to the upside. Yes. The problem here is the timing. 6 months and Bitcoin just wasted time. A lot of time since April, March, just in sideways between $25,000 and 30K. And also just Bitcoin just with the monthly like this is not something I would like to see. So keep in mind this, and also let's talk about the bi-weekly chart. Bi-weekly chart is showing me a sell signal ADX negative here. Technically speaking, Bitcoin is in sideways here, right? Sideways, right? Sideways and downside, right? So the probabilities are there. Like there is a very good chance this bounce, if we see it in one day chart, is gonna be a sell opportunity, maybe a short opportunity actually, and the levels are very easy, very easy to see, easy to read. Any close below, let me show you here. Now we have new level here. Any close below this point, this pivot right now is around $28,800. You will see, yes, of course, around 27, 25. The major pivot for Bitcoin in the long term is $25,000. And why this pivot is very important, let me change the color here, is because here we have the monthly ME55. And if we see any close there, especially weekly chart or monthly even, closing below there, this yellow box, Bitcoin will hit 18, 20K. So it's too soon to say it, maybe, yes, but the signals are there. So be careful here, because if you are all in right now here for Bitcoin or your cryptocurrencies, I'm still thinking this is not a good timing. It's not a good timing. So you have to be, at least in my case, I'm very careful. Now let's talk about the 2-day chart. The 2-day chart is showing something very interesting here. It's gonna fire a buy signal here. So there is a, this is good actually. This is good. Looks like maybe, yes, we will see Bitcoin at 31K, but the volume is not following, as you can see here. So again, this is telling me Bitcoin in this section, in this price action, right, is losing steam. So if we see this bounce, yeah, if we see this bounce for Bitcoin, for example, like this, there is a very good chance you will see rejection. Okay, so Bitcoin is doing exactly what I was expecting. What this year, sideways, right? In the macro time frame, say, hey, we don't have a bull market. No, we will have like something like this and just sideways here. That is the best thing Bitcoin can do, because it's part of the accumulation phase. If you study the past, you will see something like that, right? After a massive move, you will see sideways here and maybe a correction here, right? Massive move, sideways, correction, right? Now, massive move, right? Sideways, correction, okay? So it's the same thing, okay? So I think that's it. That's it for today, guys. I don't want to keep. I don't want to make more. I'm sorry, to keep the live stream longer, because I think Bitcoin in the short term is to the upside. Any time frame right now is to the upside, and as I said before, any close above 30K, we will see continuation. This level, let me show you here. This level, any close about this yellow box, you will see continuation, and there is a very good chance you will see Bitcoin at 31K. Honestly, I'm expecting something like that is going to happen. There is a very good chance because Bitcoin has time. Let me show you here. 4-hour chart, let me show you here 12-hour chart. As you can see here, the time is there, and when the chart is there as well. There is a good timing, so I think Bitcoin will, in my case, I will just hold my position and let's see what is going to happen. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next